London, Andrew Roberts, aka Half Pint himself, my very special guest in studio with, of course, thank you, my darling. How are you doing, Half Pint? Happy New Year.
Same, man, to the world, you know.
I like that. And of course, your very special guest, UC. And of course, we're going to be talking to UC in just a little while because you guys have a song together. And of course, he is a lover of reggae music and a supporter of reggae music. And so, from him, I say reggae, he must say Jamaica. You know what I mean? Out of many, one people. But Half Pint, it's great to see you looking good as usual. How have you been keeping?
I've been keeping good still. I'm trying to keep up the health because, you know what I mean? And the whole thing make the wealth come down. Because even right now, we sit around to this talking,
Yes.
Big wealth is. We don't say your grandchildren, them going to cherish this.
Oh, wow. Well, I do hope so.
The wealth, yeah, what?
Yeah.
It's like this, it continue, you know what I mean?
True.
The doubt, I think some of us may, when say we take Jamaica certain way for granted, I think many of us really need to know status and what we value.
True.
And what we work. And
Yes.
what we do. Enough that it, like a diamond them say in the Caribbean.
Yes.
Stars.
Yeah.
Superstars.
Most definitely so. And you're one of those superstars, Half Pint, that have really come out of Jamaica, and exploded on the world stage and really have helped to fly the black, the green, and the gold, high all across the world. Talk to me about, you're from Roslyn.
Right.
Originally, yes, and all Roslyn massive. Big up yourself. Everybody down at town. You don't know. So from Roslyn to international stages all across the world. Talk to me about, how Half Pint, came into being.
Well, really, from birth, I know that we all do have a special purpose on the face of the earth, really. And I would say music is my choice. I love it so much. That's I excel some of the love right around the world. And I know from a little I could have reached, people's minds and heart, because I used to sing along with the songs playing on the radio, and even songs that meant to me deeply. I like 1964, 65, done by Chancery Lane.
Yes.
You have Joe Gibbs and Randy's record store, North Parade. That's my main and real origin, really, Chancery Lane. If Jamaica don't know this, I don't know this today now.
Yes.
Right at Chancery Lane. Now you Joe Gibbs and Randy's records so with every new release from the 60s.
Yeah.
And music was really like a capture for me.
Yeah.
So even from then, we know Kingston, Jamaica was the place and the time.
So who gave you the name Half Pint? Because I know Half Pint.
Mr. Brown in Kingston level, Waterhouse.
Yeah. And just get about and call it Half Pint just so.
Really, his daughter and my mother was friends.
Yeah.
So me was like at the time around him and his daughter and thing and so forth. I grew strongly or quickly with common sense or a good IQ. And he saw that kind of tendency about me.
Yes.
I said to me he referred to me as a half pint size.
Yes.
It was a small in the size, but big in the mind.
Yes.
Yeah. So until now,
it just stuck.
Yeah, the producer of mine once said, use the name Half Pint, man. Because we intend to use Lyndon Roberts this time.
Yes.
I mean, the business world and certain formality them require, but same time they must say use the name Half Pint. Never the night scene too much.
Yeah.
All right, man, I like.
Yes.
And I make everything flow.
Yeah. Nice, lovely.
Connect, yeah.
Most definitely so.
Worldwide, yeah.
Half Pint in the flesh right here on Miss Kitty Live on Nationwide 90 FM on a Pepper Seed Thursday. So after the music, which of course, you said, boy, in your skin, in your DNA, and it really helped you through a lot.
Propel me,
Yeah, talk to me about the very first studio session that you had, because it's one thing to love the music, and then it's another thing now to actually go in the studio with the producer and actually lay the track. Remind me about that day, if you can go back so far.
I remember there's a musician by the name of Ainsley. He was a guitarist. He and me would sit down and pick certain melody as a song that I would have liked, to record or which that I wrote. I remember Ainsley said it was in Waterhouse, Kingston and every time.
Yeah.
And it was also Yabby You also was the next person that come together and collaborate with me and certain songs or selections. And the musicians them we would go by Channel 1 studio by Maxfield Avenue and do the recording, give the demo or the idea to them. But music for me was like doing your timetable or saying it, because 4 beats to the bar and from you're in key any musician, elder musician at the time, they used to enhance us or help us. So it come across to me more easier, quickly, and learn fast.
Yes.
And I know the music from the time of when it was more soulful.
Yes.
7 or 8 musicians are playing, not just one musician alone could feel one energy and feelings in it. When 7 different musicians was playing one track for us,
Yes.
you get probably 7 different soul and inspiration.
True.
That's when the song come.
That's why I come
So
with a
rich.
meaning and a rich
So
feeling, yeah.
The soul of it was
Nice.
It wasn't just the word and the ling lang and the rare. It was the soul of each man that put it in them time. That's why you really
And so it came out with that passion.
yeah. You say, you get pay a can to your work. And the sweat of your bro.
You shall eat bread, and if your bro now sweat somewhere else, I gonna sweat that them for
Right,
no.
for something.
So, which was the first song you recorded?
That song was Sally.
Yes.
I recorded. The producers them had the track already played, the Solomon rhythm. It was a Langan rhythm from Derek Harriott.
Yes.
And Solomon was the wisest man. He didn't know the secret. And that's the song. And the same rhythm track I did with the song with my Sally, when you marry, say you bring me joy. First the girl and second the boy. Still I'm trying to maintain that social life order. And when I grew up, comes to my grandmother and my grandfather.
Yes.
So most of my songs them really come also with a meaning which I know I had the respect and the principle for. So I don't just like me just feel like we love sing all together.
Yeah.
The value of life to me was meant from I was very young. I could know it and embrace it.
So you talk about Sally in your songs. You also, the big hit was Winsome. So I don't know Half Pint and the girls them name. I don't know how Winsome jumping at the thing. You didn't have a girlfriend named Winsome Half Pint.
I see some of the life of what Winsome was like.
Yeah.
In other girls.
Yeah.
Just a name was a wrong reference. I'm going to call many more because I know many more names.
Yeah.
But I know so the life they all about it. You have time when people have a wild way about them too.
Yes.
So I could have seen it from I was a youth. I saw them kind of life around.
Yeah.
So I was learned.
Which song would you say Half Pint was the song that made you feel like, yes, my boss? That was a song that propelled you into popular culture and really put your name on everybody's lips.
Well, I must say, truthfully, that song in the dance hall live, I used to perform it 3 years before I recorded.
Yeah.
And people would react to it too. It's on songs like Hold On, Political Fiction, Mr. Landlord. They were all really taken to in the dance hall live and direct.
Yes.
But when I get more in a more meaningful culture, social, people would give me more. I mean, from one end of the island to the next end, through the island, when I try to tell you, so during the 70s, late 70s, the so-called political trauma was high.
Yes.
And even me myself at the time, I got through it, it wasn't no fear. It was like, I'm doing what I'm doing and saying what I'm saying without apology.
Yes.
And I could get attentiveness from the dance people in time. The kind of dance sometimes, man, I have them gun in them way, same time.
Wow.
Time, police in the two and this and that,
Yes.
So that
was happening in the 70s, yeah.
Like them say, the gully.
Yes.
You meet through all kind of elements. And you make yourself established. And the things that you see and say, all of them and those who might be here at the point in time, have to acknowledge it or not saying, be at ease too with yourself. So, all in all, the music to me is a matter of life and real truth, singing it or say, talking the talk and walking the walk.
Yeah. So a lot of your songs, because I mean, I'm a keen listener to your music, love your music, you know. I've interviewed you quite a number of times, and you're an artist that I admire and respect a lot. And just listening to the music, you know, talking about the social commentary and that which is going on around you and giving life to it and putting it in such a way that is still respectful. Many artists, Half Pint, will tell you that, you know, they come from depressed areas or they come from a certain situation. What is the responsibility of an artist? Yes, to represent what is happening around them, but still do it in a capsule of decency and do it in a way where offend nobody and still what I say now, uphold or condone certain kinds of criminality or certain violence.
I would say each one, first and foremost, be true to thine own self.
True.
So learn where you say first and how you have to say it. Because if you don't want it sound like as if a one would even come in front of you and I make them say that I point them finger to you like as if say, hey, you this or that, and if you're dead, you don't want, establish the truth and people are going to fear in you. And you're going to make them feel like as if you're telling them stuff are dead, But we try to establish right across the board with the humility.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, to come back for aunt you,
Mm-hmm.
or you know, really like, yeah, talk with flattering tongue, or I wish them bad.
Yes.
But yeah, make them realize, wake up, you know.
Mm-hmm. Because this is what is happening.
Right.
And this is the reality.
Right. It's not a fairy tale or
Yeah.
a dream, or I'm living a style. What I'm saying nowadays, lifestyle.
Lifestyle.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Really? Watch it. No, don't try me.
Yeah.
Don't step, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of them are going like them know, one are going like them know, them are play fool for catch wise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah? Too smart, dead are one smart door themselves.
Okay, too smart. Did I one smart
Too
door?
smart.
Did I one smart door? Half Pint in my studio today, Pepper Seed Thursday. Miss Kitty Live Inside the Hour, brought to you by the Best Dressed Chicken. Quality is who we are. Now, of course, your music has caused you to, travel the world.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about some of the places. So, Lyndon from Roslyn.
Show the world when we go.
In a ton Half Pint.
Man,
Tell me about some of the
Jamaica to
places
world,
that
yeah.
you've been
We
to.
bring the whole of it to the world. Anytime we go to them, we represent for the whole of Jamaica.
Yeah.
And make them know, so we got passion, we got class, we got style.
True.
We got grace.
True.
We got spirit
Principle.
and principle. Man
Yes.
of respect. We're not going to beg and a bow.
True.
We make them know, say, this is it.
So where are some of the countries you've been to?
Yeah, sure, Germany I can distinctly remember and say because I can mention something through Germany. I remember back in 1986. I know Germany have a way we're in from the last World War. We're in, it is so highly even now, but it's like they tend to pushing it under the rug now. But back on the TV, you usually see every week they would keep pushing that image of the World War
Mhm.
and how many million Jews had been killed, and keeping that subliminal message in your mind.
Yes.
Hitler was seen to be like a bad guy altogether. He did really bad things,
Mhm.
but in reality it was not like they were now feeling suppressed
Yes.
because they have lost the war,
Mm-hmm.
which they are looking for a form of redemption and liberation. So is the black race from how many 100 years?
Mm-hmm.
We are looking for redemption and religion.
From slavery.
Right.
Mhm.
So when our cries come out, it also appeals to them. And they respond because they know that it's coming with a matter of the truth and the light. Because they were a nation of great power also too. So to fall now they're feeling like some of what we are been feeling for the last hundreds and thousands of years.
Years, yes.
So the song still coincide, I could have said. The message could relate to them, and they give me that reception. And overall, I think I remember even the Far East, Japan, their response to was like very overwhelming of what we are saying or professing in our songs.
Well, let me just bring in UC on this one. And of course, UC is born to a Tunisian mom, an Egyptian father, and of course, grew up in Regensburg, is it?
Yeah, Regensburg.
Yeah, in the heart of Bavaria.
Yeah, heart of Bavaria. Exactly.
And of course, is my very special guest, and of course, has done a collaboration with Half Pint. Well, UC, first of all, before we even get into your collaboration with Half Pint, just talk to me about your knowledge and love for reggae music, an introduction to reggae music.
Yeah, so actually my mother was listening to a lot of reggae music. So my childhood I grew up with reggae music. All the records were about Motown or reggae.
Yes.
So I heard all the Dennis Brown, Bob Marley, Half Pint,
Yeah.
Stranger Cole, all of that artists I heard back in the
Classic
day.
them way back on.
Yes. The general them, yeah.
General them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is what I was listening to in my childhood. But after a while, I started with soul music. I started with soul music when I was 10 in a choir till I've been 15. And then I got interested into reggae music when Gentleman brought out his album in Germany. So
Yes.
This is where I'm
Big
from.
up
This is
Gentleman.
where I grew up.
Yeah,
actually.
Germany.
Yeah. So Gentleman brought out his album Journey to Jah, and this is where I got really interested into making reggae music.
What is it about the reggae music that draws people in Europe and draws Germans and draws yourself to it? What about it?
I mean, it's just the spirit and the vibe and the consciousness, because that's the most important thing, the consciousness, because no music out there brings up that consciousness and
Yes.
that topics what really matters in life. So this is what really touched me, and this would really touch me. That's why I decided to make reggae music, you know.
And so by doing reggae music, and who are some of the persons? You called some names, Stranger Cole, Dennis Brown, Half Pint, Bob Marley, as some of the influences or persons that influenced your love and for reggae music. Talk to me about your introduction and what have you done with reggae music so far?
What I've done with reggae music?
Yes.
I mean, like, spreading message.
Yes.
Spreading message through the reggae music. I mean, I collaborate with a lot of artists. The concept of my music is even the album called International Call. It's all about my origins.
Yes.
And about world citizens, because I think nowadays we're gonna mix up sooner or less. There will not be like one color anymore. Yeah.
It's not a matter about Jews and Gentiles.
Yes.
There are human beings with all respect.
Melting pot.
Yeah. Big melting
Definitely.
pot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm just trying to promote and trying to tell the people about that, and just try to be authentic in the music I do.
So you write your own music? You write your own lyrics?
My own lyrics.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're a DJ or is a singer? You're a sing J.
Everything. But, everything.
You see, say everything.
Not a generation descendant.
Yeah. You see in the building.
Yeah.
You see, well, must have something here where you're dealing with. Me here where you're dealing with. Must have something here now.
All right. So let me give you a lovers rock tune, yeah?
Yeah.
Baby, tonight I'm gonna take you out for a ride, baby, tonight. And just the two of us get wild. I'm gonna take you out for dinner. Watch the latest movie in the cinema. Listen to Motown records from Marvin Gaye and Aretha. I will show you where I was born and raised. Show you my neighborhood and all my friends. My way to school and where I broke my leg. Trust me, girl, tonight it's getting late.
Mother Road, you see? La 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 la. Oh my goodness, I gotta tell you.
Serenade in the shade.
Serenading going on right here
Thanks.
on Nationwide. But you see, you sound really great. Voice sounding strong, voice sounding really good, and of course that passion again that we spoke of earlier. Well, you see, we're in Jamaica, and of course, you know, the land of reggae, indigenous to our island. But sometimes, you know, people overseas gravitate toward it and hold it even nearer and dearer than we who make it. Talk to me about the impact of reggae music where you're from. How do people react to reggae music in your homeland?
Yeah, so I think the reggae music is growing. The whole scene is growing. In Europe, it's more about a sound system culture. It's a festival culture. I can see the difference right now because I visited Jamaica now for the first time. So it's the people are just into the whole media topics like revolution, world citizens. So they feel like addicted to reggae music. I don't know how to
talk to them and reach them with any of this type of music.
Yeah, exactly.
They can dance and feel good, have a good time.
Yes.
They can get that kind of notion of the world affairs.
Yeah.
Instant.
Yeah. Well, UC and Half Pint has done a collaboration, and we have it to play for you right here, world premiere, right here on Miss Kitty Live. Hey, in
nationwide, worldwide, universe.
In the world.
Coming at you, all right?
Half Pint, UC, Miss Kitty Live.
What's going on? Oh, yeah.
Boy, some Half Pint and UC on your radio. Gotta be self-reliant.
Most definitely.
I gotta tell you, self-reliant. Gotta be compliant.
You see?
And I do like that. Very good effort, gentlemen. And I sincerely give it my kitty approval. All right, you got my kitty paws. A round of applause.
Respect.
Sounding really great. But Half Pint, of course, you know, you've been in the music industry for over, 3 decades now?
Yeah,
30 odd years. And you're still working. What keeps you motivated and what keeps you interested in the music?
Truly, my spirit
Yes.
inclined to restore strength from the origin of our race and our place
Yes.
in this creation. I do believe it and embrace it with
ultimate respect. But try not to even violate the outer part of the situation what I'm involved in or I do. When you say not to violate them, some who don't even know themselves, try to even avoid them or excuse them.
Yes.
I don't even want them on my record.
Yes. Yes. I like that one.
So, in reality, that passion and that sensitivity, it make you see how much you can test time. Or do what you do. What you do, you want it to stand the test of time too. You think of the future same time now. I live by thinking of the future. So I try to keep the songs them and the mind and the thoughts them.
Yes. As
pure and simple enough. That's whosoever pick up on me and say, no, say, your life depends on how you cooperate, you know.
Yes.
You have life where it's precious. It's precious more than the body where it's in. So who even look brown or who look white, don't think less of yourself or whatsoever.
True that.
Keep motivation focus, you know.
Words of wisdom. Half Pint still on in my studio, still on my show right here. Miss Kitty Live. We're up on news right now, but of course you know Half Pint ain't going away. I was so I talk to him about some more things. I'm on some more things. It is my very special guest today, Half Pint, and of course UC from Germany, also a reggae artist, and of course my very special guest right here inside our Pepper Seed Thursday.